Okay, sir, you live.
Yeah, what's going on, man?
Mm-hmm. Yes,
We
sir.
up to what's on the docket for Sunday, man? I see some games already gone by already.
Yep.
What's the second half looking like so far?
Second half.
Pretty much every game moving forward looks interesting to me, man. Every game, because watching a lot of teams closely, whether it's for this season, what they're gonna do for the remainder of this season, or how they look for the future. Any team, you could name any team, and to me, it's very interesting. Even down to the Wizards, you know. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Wizards garbage, man.
Wizards.
Yeah. They're
Well,
not
why
good.
don't we start from the bottom then? Why don't we start from the bottom? Start from the Wizards. Fine, they're garbage. Everybody knows the Wizards are garbage, right? But
Mm-hmm.
then what? Then what? It's not. We know it's not about this year, right?
Yeah, they're
Um.
trying to get a top pick, probably.
Okay, and then we went over the picks, right? So let's look at the draft picks. We went over the picks.
Mm-hmm.
We went for the 2024 picks, right? When I look at the Wizards roster, it looks like they need a big. I don't really see any bigs right now. In the not even in the top five picks.
Pool, Kuzma, those guys are garbage. 9 win, man. 9 win? Come on. 9 wins. Those guys are
Well,
garbage.
and Poole's getting some heat too. Poole's getting a lot of heat, but I mean, what more do you want from him? What's he averaging right now this season?
Not
Well,
much.
we'll look at that after. But right now, I want to look at right now they have actually Alexander Sar as going at number one in a lot of mock drafts.
Who's that?
Alexander Sar. I don't know a lot about him. I don't know a lot about him, but he's 7'1". He's a big
Mm-hmm.
man. That's probably what they need. Um, I wonder if we could take a look at some of his uh his highlights or whatnot, see what he does. What does he offer? Or maybe even his comparison. Who do they compare him to? Let me
Well,
see.
I'm not sure. Or do you actually get Alexander Sar? Cody Williams should be. They have them at number one. Number,
Yeah, and then where do they have where's Sar?
sorry, they got it at number three. Or number four.
Number four, eh? Okay, okay.
You said they need a center, right?
Yeah, they need a big. They need a big. I don't know a lot about Alexander. I don't know a lot about a lot of these draft picks, so I could just go off of the fact that he's a big. Uh, Even who's this Rasaker? I'm gonna have to do my research on all these draft prospects, but looking at it, I would say that Alexander Sarr is probably what they want if they were gonna keep
Mm-hmm.
everybody else and try and build from there. But the Wizards, yeah, the Wizards got a lot. You know, they're gonna probably go. They'll probably be in the lottery for maybe a couple more years, 2, 3 more years. The thing is, does
At least,
uh,
at least.
th- yeah, at least does Poole stay? I don't know if Poole stays. People
No,
are giving Poole a lot of heat. Is he even gonna have any value for another team? The way people are talking about Poole right now, I'm wondering, is he even valuable? To me, a scorer is always valuable.
Mhm. Of
right?
course, yeah, yeah, of course. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
That was valuable.
But we'll see. We'll see in the week. We'll see in the week if they get a win or two, and I'll watch. I'll watch a couple of their games and see how they're doing. But if
Hmm.
we could go from the bottom, I'll just go from the bottom from the West, the Western Conference standings. See, I know Wizards are they're at the very bottom, right? No, and that's the
No,
East.
Pistons has what like a big losing streak. That
Okay,
get
so
them the
yeah, the
bottom. But it's just one
Pistons
game
are
difference.
Pistons are 8-48 right now.
Yeah, that's at the bottom.
That's at the very bottom. Um, so and they got their pick. I'm assuming. I'm pretty sure they got their pick.
Hmm. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, Yeah, Piston had their pick. Not sure what the thing.
I
Not to
mean,
see
and I
Piston.
don't know. I don't know. I mean, they did lose Bogdanovic, but they with Asar Thompson, they picked him where I think 5-6 or something like that. They
But
should they
yeah,
should get over 10 wins by now. I mean,
those guys are not doing nothing, man. This is
so
strange.
should Cade Cunningham get a little heat for this, or
What? What?
and don't
What?
be biased. Don't be
What's,
biased.
hey,
Don't be fair. Be fair.
they shouldn't even get number one. They have number one overall already with Cade. I mean,
Yeah,
come on.
but so you're saying Cade should be taking some of the heat? I don't think.
He should be taking all of the heat.
Nah,
When you're
nah.
the number one
I
overall
don't
pick,
agree.
you should be a leader too. You should be a leader. You should be all in one. It's like everything.
Yeah, that doesn't happen. That doesn't happen right away. That takes time. Uh, I'll give him another year or two. A year. I'd give him till next year at least to be what you're saying. To step up with that leader. If we don't see that by next year, I think it's fair to say he doesn't have it. But I wouldn't. I don't think it's fair to put that pressure on him. It's only his third year.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's only his third year. So
Evan Fournier, they pick up even Jaden Ivey. Jaden Ivey,
yeah,
like
he's good. He's pretty good. They got some good pieces. They got Jalen Duran. They got some decent pieces.
no, this season they should be close to 15
But
wins.
but
Nah,
let's
nah.
be fair. Let's be fair though. This is a very competitive league right now. So if you don't got it, like their roster isn't it. That's for sure. Right. It's a very
Hmm.
competitive league, especially in the East. The East is pretty competitive this year, and I think that's a big reason why they're taking a lot of blows. A lot of games. I mean, let's see who they're facing. Who do they got next? Pistons got the Pistons play. I believe. What's today? What's today?
Today's the
This isn't
25th,
looking.
25th.
Okay, this isn't looking right. I don't know why it's showing me April. This thing's throwing me off. Okay, so just look. Okay, Dallas. That's what I seen. Okay. Sorry,
Piston
sorry.
facing Dallas.
No, no, no. Sorry. Scratch that. Scratch that. The next game's against the Knicks, right? Then they got the Bulls. Then they got Cleveland. Then they got the Magics. Then they got the Heat. Then they got Brooklyn. Then they got Dallas. I mean, for Detroit, which one of these teams are they really supposed to beat? I mean, it's a tough season. Their roster is just not good enough to beat any of those teams. So
To tell the truth, the team started off so good. The team started off 2-0 or something like that, and then it was just some major lose right after that, right?
yeah, but that's why I say it's too early. It's too early to let. They're a young team. They're just getting beat up. It's very competitive. Like as we move up the standings, you'll see the teams, and It gets more and more competitive,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah.
So let's move up a little bit. We'll go up. I mean, okay, let's go to Charlotte. Charlotte is another team that's they're just gonna get beat up on, but now I'll bring up Lamelo Ball. Lamelo Ball is probably more the player I would put the pressure on because he has that year already over Cade Cunningham. I believe he has probably 1 or 2 years over him. Uh, I know at least 1 year he has Lamelo Ball, so I could
At
understand
least.
Lamelo more getting more pressure, right? But then when you look at the Charlotte Hornets, they traded away Rozier, got rid of PJ Washington,
Pretty much
and
tanking, man. Tanking.
huh?
They're pretty much tanking this year too.
Yeah, that could be it. But they're closer to success. Also, Lamelo's out too. Yeah, but they're closer to success. They're probably one pick away from. They'll probably get a pick and then maybe a free agent, a decent player in the free agency, and I still believe in them. I still believe in them. I think maybe next year they should get it clicking. But
Well,
we
they
talk
went
about
from
injury
20.
prone players though, and is Lamelo Ball that guy? Is he the injury prone guy? Right? That's
Yeah,
tough, man. He just gets injured every year. So
every year,
well,
every single
yeah,
year. Same
yeah.
story.
So
Same
that's tough.
story.
That's
Everybody
tough.
come back again. Same story.
Same story with him. So that's the part that worries me the most about the Hornets is Lamelo Ball. He's not really durable. He's not an 82 game guy. I don't think he could deal with a full season, and not even to mention what a playoff season. Let's say if he can get by heavens, like chances get into the playoffs, can he sustain through the playoffs? It's a lot. Might be too much for him, but. As we move up, though, we got our team, we got the Raptors, and that's when we talk about being competitive. Like if you ask me, the Raptors, I love their squad right now, but they're pretty low. They're pretty low in the standings right now.
Yeah, well, to tell the truth, remember they treat everybody off. They traded
Yeah,
traded
that's true.
everybody
Yeah,
off.
that's true. That's very true. They traded everybody, and that's what I'm saying. Like I'm okay watching the games and allowing them to play to see how they gel, because that's what we're watching. We're watching them figure it out in the middle of a season, right? So I'm happy with the roster. I'm happy with who we got. And as a matter of fact, I would like to keep every player that we have right now. I know that's probably not possible. The only thing I'd want is another big, maybe like big slash power forward type player, like a 7 footer that could, get up and down the court, play
Yeah,
defense.
yeah. Trust me, Coloco would have been perfect for that team. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, but that's it. That's all I'd say that we want maybe right now. And remember the thing we say about the Raptors. Um, Let me look at the players. Every player on here is supposed to get better, right? Uh, Even down to Abaji, right? I think he's a player that's really gonna flourish on in terms of development on this team. Grady Dick, he's getting better. Jordan Nwora, like that's another guy who I think will get better.
Mhm.
Bruce Brown, he's still young. He's fairly young. He has a lot of years in him. He has a lot of experience. Has a championship uh, on his belt. So a lot of upside. A lot of upside. Gary Trent might be a question mark, though. Uh, he might be a question mark. But I mean, if he might be a question mark. But I don't
Yeah,
know if Grady Dick could step into that role by next year. I don't know. It's a lot. It's a lot to ask for him.
yeah. It is. It is. It is. It is. It's a lot.
So, and what do you keep? How do you feel about Gary Trent right now?
Gary Trent.
You okay moving forward with Gary Trent?
Yeah, 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 yeah. I am really. I am.
Can you get better? You could
But
get better. You
to,
could
to,
get a
to,
little bit better.
to me, it all depends on how much you pay him.
That too. That too. I mean, aside from that, because let's just say they get it right. Like, let's say the money's not the issue, and they're willing to give him the bag or whatever, right? Does he still have room for improve? Like, is he still have? Has he reached the ceiling? Like, have we seen the best of Gary Trent? Do you think? I, I,
Yeah. Pretty. I'm thinking his best was the first couple of years when he came to Toronto. But I think he could match his best. Do you
he
think
can
so?
match it.
Not
If he
not
can match
max.
it.
He could match. He could match the best. When he
So
get
that means
into the game,
so that means you're saying he went down a couple notches. So
I'm
he
pretty
was
sure
up,
that
went down a
this
couple notches.
this year he went down a couple notches. He's still young. Still could hit a tree. Still could do so much stuff.
In this system, though, let's see. Let me take a look at his numbers. In this system, I really expect him to flourish, though. Uh, Especially with the ball movement. You know, he should be able to get those looks, and he should get the opportunity. I'd have to see. Let me see his stats here.
Gary Trent, eh?
Yeah, if you could pull. I sometimes I don't use this screen because sometimes I can't see it clearly, so I'd have to just
Mm-hmm.
pull it up on my own. But let me see. It's the regular
Gary
season.
Trent, he's averaging 11 point a game, 2 rebound,
What
1.5 assists.
what about his last few games?
His last game, his last 10 is 10 points a game. But you could look at the stats recent game.
Yeah, I see his recent games that he played.
I'm not sure why they're not showing it there, but it was there.
Should be probably in the that
It's
should be it
showing
there. Maybe to see put to see
13 points. He got
yeah.
20 some points.
How many shots? How many shots did he take?
Um, what does it say?
How many field goal? How many? I can't see it good.
Yeah, not really showing properly. It just showed a field goal. The-
Okay, okay.
Versus Atlanta, it was 22% shooting three. But versus Brooklyn, played very good. 13 points the last game.
13
Yeah,
points, which is
yeah.
decent.
It's, they're giving him 20. I mean 34 minutes. They're giving him a lot of time.
Yeah, let me see here. So, uh, this thing. So, how many? So he went that 13 points though. He went 4 for 14 shooting though.
You know what? They're not showing it. I haven't seen it.
That's what
Let
I'm
me see.
saying. That's what I'm saying. I'm telling you right now. I'm looking at it.
Oh, 4 for 14.
That's really what he went 4 for
Yeah, yeah.
14 from the
That
field.
got
Shot
right in the
20.
screen now. 4 for 14. That's bad.
Yeah, shot 28%.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So and then the game before that, what was how much? That was what 25 points.
25.
9 for 12, 75%. 5 for 7 from three. That's what we want to see. We want to see him get a lot of 3-point shots,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Well, he's a 3 point guy that we actually have. Every team need a three
Yeah,
point shooter.
yeah. And he is taking the shots. He is taking the three. He is, which is good.
Yeah,
right?
that's what
He's
they
good.
brought him in to do. It. So he should be
Hmm.
doing it.
And he's been getting the minutes, right? His minutes have been going up.
Mm-hmm.
So his last three games have been 30 minutes and up. So I'm looking at Gary Trent closely because I think a lot of it is on his shoulders. A lot of our success is on his shoulders, and it would be nice to see. I think high performance from him, I think, could put us into like a play-in spot and maybe allow us to win and get into the playoffs, and that would do a lot for his resume for Gary
Mm-hmm.
Trent. And I think, I think Gary Trent needs to take it to that next level. It's there for him. It's there for him to take it. Right. Remember, just a few months ago, he was on the bench. Right.
Yeah.
And so and I was always saying I want Gary Trent to get a chance. So he has that chance. So it's up to him to lose it, really. Right.
True. True.
But we'll get into more. We'll get into more about the Raptors. That's our team. So we'll talk about the Raptors forever. But uh, we'll move on in terms of looking at the standings and seeing who's next on the standings there.
Standing, eh? Too bad Toronto's there.
They're pretty low. They're pretty low. They're pretty low. But like you said, they did a lot. They did a lot. Made a lot of moves.
Put it like this: if we had Pascal and we have OG, those guys wouldn't be no different. Those guys wasn't giving us no more wins, right? They're on the team. I
Yeah,
mean, we started
you're
off with
right.
them on the team. So what was the point of keeping them? They wasn't really helping us out.
Remember before the season, and I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna keep it 100%. Right? I got it. That's one thing I'm gonna do is keep it 100%. We had the Raptors around 7-8. I had the Raptors around 7-8, I should say. And like with that team, with the older team, I think that should have been what they what like they should have been able to accomplish that no problem. Um, but with them here, you're right. They were about 9-10, right? That's where they were, right? When
Mhm.
I believe, right? Yeah, we were around 9-10 with those players. So I mean, hey, uh, I think we're gonna be okay. Right now, we're just having fun. I'm having fun watching the Raptors right now. I'm watching them grow
Yeah,
as a team.
they're pretty fun team to watch, man.
Yeah, yeah, it's
I mean,
very fun to watch.
they have a lot of young players now. I don't really like it to say RJ is always hurt, playing one game, rest of the next one, play the next one, raise the rest of the next one. What's going on with him?
And the thing is, when you look at it, when you go up and down the standings on both East and West, you're always gonna have one player on the team that just has trouble getting through the 82 game season, and it's just rough. It's rough because it could take a lot of out of your team.
Yeah, but to me, if I was the player, then I wouldn't bother. Um, I wouldn't bother Neil.
If what?
I would actually just just let him rest until he's fully ready.
Yeah, well, nah, it's questionable. I wouldn't get into that. I don't know too much about the injuries and how long it takes, but maybe that's true. Maybe they should just get the full time to recover. But
Yeah, to
yeah,
me, RJ need to be practicing that shot, those threes. His driving is pretty good, but he probably have to learn how to finish too. Because I see him driving it, and
his
he's getting blocked. He need to practice two stuff, the open trees, because he getting a lot of them, and his stroke is kind of half. It doesn't can't really shoot it properly. He could shoot it, but still it needs to improve. He's not really there yet.
yeah, well, I agree. I agree. And to me, it's just optimism that I'm always optimistic that he'll get better. But a lot of times that's not the case. A lot of times players don't get better,
But
you know. But I'm always the
it's
optimistic
game
guy.
his game
Mhm.
with Turner is right. The way he take the ball and drive it in, that's what I want him to play. But yet he's getting some open three that I feel like his percentage should be better, man. And getting those open three.
Yeah. But another reason why I don't, and that's why like I don't have much on the Raptors because they need that time though too. I want to give them that time to. I don't even think they've. I think they're just around because I always say around. Give them 10 to 20 games, and I think they're just around there. I think they're just around close to 10 games, and so I'd say give them about 15 games to 20, and then
What do I
so
mean?
let's say by the end of the season,
Mm-hmm.
see how we should have high expectations to see uh like what we're gonna expect for the future,
Yeah.
right? We should see that this year before the end of the season.
So what do you want to wrap this? To me, I want him to be number 10 or number 9. I don't know who's gonna be gone. Is it Atlanta or is it Chicago Bulls? Miami. I think Miami want to make a playoff, but I'm thinking Chicago should drop down, right, and let Turner in because
Oh,
Turner
this
Turner don't
season.
need a pick, yeah, for this season. So the young guys could get a little shine, in the playing tournament and
Yeah, but when you
give
say
the
they
pick.
should drop down, that means Toronto needs to earn that, and no one's gonna give it to them.
No,
But
but
you're
yet,
right. It depends on
you
whether
know
the
this.
Bulls want it, right? If that's what the Bulls, I don't know if the Bulls want to win. I don't know. Maybe they want to slip down for a pick because you're right. Maybe they could use a pick more than the Raptors.
I'm telling you what it's supposed to be. Atlanta, Atlanta. No, I
Hmm.
think they might want to stay there, but Chicago have no reason to be there. Lavine is injured. DeRozan is killing himself. Team need a good pick. They need to just call it a day and just um go in the lottery and try to get a good player, maybe a franchise player. Who knows?
Yeah, that's exactly you said. Exactly what I just said. Exactly. Yeah, I was agreeing with you. That's what I'm
Oh,
saying.
yeah,
But
yeah.
yeah. I agree that the Bulls will slide down. Atlanta, well, I don't know about Atlanta, man. I really don't.
What do you think about
Atlanta,
Atlanta? You think they should try for it or
they have to, in my opinion. I mean, you know, they got a squad, so they kind of have to compete. But let's not skip. Let's go. What about Brooklyn? Let's go. Let's because we talked about Chicago a bit, but
Brooklyn is done,
what?
man. Brooklyn is done.
Yeah,
Brooklyn
true,
don't know
true,
where they
true.
you're done. You're done.
But looking at the Brooklyn Nets squad, though, right?
Hmm.
What do they look like? What is their future saying? I heard some people saying some stuff about Mikal Bridges, like saying that he's not really number one option because on the Suns he was a
Come
number
on,
four
come on.
option or whatever.
I could have told you he's not a number one option. To me, I don't know
What
why.
about when he was balling out? Everybody was saying this
Why
guy,
not? Anybody can ball out when you have top good player in your team. Yes, yes, he's a good player. He's a decent player. Has he ever made the All Star? No, no, I don't think so.
I think he did that year he was balling out. I think it was last year, wasn't it?
Maybe.
Yeah, I think he made it last year.
I doubt it, man. If he made it, why Jamal Murray doesn't make it? And Jamal Murray is like a way better player in my eyes. I could say.
I don't know about that. I'm just talking about Mikal Bridges himself.
What
Whether
about
he's a
Fox?
number one option player.
But they play different positions too. So
Okay, so fine. Is he a number two option player?
he's 2.5 to
Two
me.
point five. So
Yeah.
why can't you just squeeze him into two? What's the big deal about that? Let me see something.
As
Where's the Brooklyn Nets? How old is he? How old is Mikal Bridges? I'm gonna check. So why can't he get better? Why can't he be a solid number two option like Pascal Siakam?
to, to me, I'd probably put him over Pascal. I'm from Toronto.
Over Pascal. So you're saying Pascal's not a number two option?
I'm just telling you, I give him more rating than Pascal.
Yeah, well, if you say he's better than Pascal, then how old is he right now?
He's been playing good though, yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's what I'm saying. I hear people giving him a little heat.
27 is pretty. He's playing pretty. It's pretty
He's
good.
27 years old.
Yeah, I could put him as number two player, number two
Yeah.
option. Let's say, yeah.
And then what about Cam Thomas?
That's a good bench player, man.
Scoring 20 points a game as well. But he's scoring 20 points a game.
Yeah.
Last game he scored 18 points. Let me take a look. Like, I mean, what I'm trying to say, right? If these are your two players, Cam Thomas and Mikal Bridges, right? Why can't they build around that? And they also got Claxton.
They got a nice team, though. I can't lie. They
Yeah.
do have a nice team, but I just don't see those players like they need a leader still because Bridges is not a leader. I need somebody.
Maybe that could be their problem. Maybe they don't have. And another thing I seen, right? With Brooklyn, because Schroeder, of course, we traded Schroeder, right? And did you know what happened the other day when they played? I think it was Minnesota.
Yeah, what happened?
Uh, what's his name? What's the point guard's name on Minnesota, man? Man, he used to play with Greg Oden, man. Mike Conley was. I guess he was taking a shot.
Mhm.
I think Schroeder thought it was under the 24 seconds, right? So he's like pushing him. You know when players go off because you're trying to take the last shot and you already won the game. So I guess he like kind of pushed him. He's like, "What the?" But Conley was looking at him like, "Yo, it still had time on the clock. I had to shoot it, right?" So he's like, "What's wrong with you, right?" But the thing is, right? They were looking to see what they were gonna call like a text or whatever. But Schroeder was to himself, and it's like he wasn't with the rest of the squad. Like Brooklyn, they're not really embracing him right now, because he would be that leader that you're talking. I think he'd be a perfect leader, and that would be perfect on that team. But based on what I seen that other night with Schroeder and them, because they weren't nobody, and then he walked off the court before the other players did. So that's not looking good, Schroeder in Brooklyn. But I mean, look what Schroeder did with Germany. Why is it that the NBA? To me, it doesn't make sense because basketball is basketball, right? If Germany won and they won with Schroeder, right? He must be able to help your team do something. And he pushed that team from a leadership role too. He played a big leadership role on that team.
But is he starting though?
I don't believe. I have to look at the depth chart.
To me, it'd be good to see if he started. They should start him.
They should, but like I said, based on what I've seen in that game, it doesn't look like the team's really embracing him, or he's not embracing the team. I don't think he's really happy about. And really, it looks like because they have Ben Simmons starting, right? And then after that, they got Dennis Smith. So it looks like he's third option coming off the bench at point guard. And they got Lonnie Walker. So it's rough. It's a tough time for Dennis Schroeder right now, man. But we'll see how they do. I don't want to waste too much time on Brooklyn, man. But I did believe in them before the season, and obviously they're not doing that well. And a lot of that is because Mikal Bridges hasn't really, he hasn't went up from last year's season. So
Yeah, right now he's the man, so he has a lot of pressure, a lot of pressure, a lot of
yeah, that too. Right now, a lot of eyes, a lot of attention. The teams are putting a lot of their attention on him now because because of last year. So
I mean, he's getting double team now, right? Just like sometimes you see your team, Toronto, Scotty Bond. Whenever certain players is gone, he's the number one guy. He's getting double
mhm.
team. You see him with 4 points, 6 points.
Yeah, wow,
What's going
yeah,
on with them,
tough. It gets tough. It gets tough.
Yeah,
But you got it. The thing is, I don't know. That's why these players are nowhere close to the players of old because the mentality of the players of old is they're gonna figure out a way to dominate, and they'll have those games first, a few. But like those players, you think now are, Anthony Edwards, Tyrese Halliburton, even Tyrese Maxey. Like these players have like a dog mentality. Like they're gonna figure out a way.
oh, Maxi. Yeah, Maxi.
Yeah, yeah. If you take this away from me, I'm gonna hurt you here. Like those type of that dog mentality.
Of course, yeah. Maxi has it, yeah. Maxi has it. He's been playing better now. Maxi been playing bad for a little bit, now he's back now.
Yeah. So we'll move up. So all right. So you said Atlanta. Don't know what they're gonna do. Chicago, they should drop a little bit. Go get a pick.
I think
Let
I think they know better. I mean, you can't be that dumb to try to make playoff again and come out in the first round.
No, it
And
makes sense. That's better for them. It makes sense.
yeah, I mean, your GM can't be that stupid to say, "No, let's make playoff," and then you're gonna be out in no time. See what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, yeah, I hear you. And their roster, Kobe White. I think they're saying he's up for what, six man of the year, or like possibly. So
6 months of the year, they shouldn't give it to him. You're a losing team. You don't give
yeah,
a
that's a
losing
reason
team.
why they say he
Yeah.
may not get it. But they say if it wasn't for that he would probably be one of the runner ups.
Hey, okay, let's skip. What about your surprising team? Um, Friggin' Eats. You think they're gonna do it this year?
The Heat, I like the Heat, especially certain players. One thing, I'm Tyler Hero. He looks good. Tyler Hero looks good. I like Jamie Jaquez. I like their squad. And I could see why. I had to pay more attention because I had to see why they surprised me last year like that. Right. So as I pay attention, I look, yeah, definitely the coaching, but also a lot of Jimmy Butler play, and how they play as a team, just how they play as a network and make it work together. But Tyler Hero's huge, man. If Tyler Hero needs to be consistent, and if he is, then, and I mean consistently good, then I think that will make the Heat go over the hump.
I mean, he wasn't on the team last year, and they made it all the way to the final.
Yeah, I think that would be a different thing this year. And another thing, he has to not get hurt. Yeah, that's another thing. If he could not get hurt from now to the end of the season, that'd be really good, regardless what happens with the Heat.
Hey, uh, I'm thinking I don't think you're passing first round this year. I could put my money on not even passing the first round. I don't know what happened last year. They tried goal last year.
So okay, so they're
They
they're dead they're dead at 8 right now, and they'd have to play Boston. What are their chances of beating Boston in a series? That's
well, to me, they're gonna probably be in the plane and just replace them with Toronto. I think I
No,
think
but that's
he
what I'm saying. Like just scenario, if they were in the playoffs, they would have played Boston. So would they beat Boston? They beat Boston last year, no? But I don't see that
yeah,
happen.
they beat Boston.
They
Oh,
beat Boston last year. Have no clue how
Boston.
they did that,
It'd be
but
four straight for Boston. Boston is not gonna play around with them this year. I guarantee.
I agree. I agree.
I think
Boston
think about
not fit.
Boston gonna yeah. I wouldn't play around with them. Straight, four straight.
I
Right.
agree. But
No, they gotta
Boston
be.
needs to stay healthy too.
Okay, so skip that to the next team right here.
Pacers.
Mm-hmm.
Well, who would have thought Siakam would have went to the Pacers? I wouldn't. I mean, I thought about it a few times, but it was never worth me even speaking on it because I just didn't see. Who do we get? Who do we get? Okay, we got Bruce Brown, right? So I didn't see that happening because Bruce Brown just got a contract there, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't see nothing else happening. So I that's why I never entertained it, right? So when it happened, I was like, okay, well, so he's gonna be a pacer. And I heard that him and Halliburton had some talks already in the off season about possibly linking up. I don't know if that's true or not, but
Mm-hmm.
uh, it happened, and I think they have they're one of my favorite teams right now, and
They,
I'm really rooting for them.
they're not bad. Eh? I never know their record is so good.
Yeah, but their placing is pretty low. It's pretty low, but
Yeah, but come on, look at who's on the top. What do you expect them to be?
no, that's true. Well, to tell you the truth, I expect them to be. Let me take a look. Yes, let me see. I expect them to be higher. That's for sure. But I expect them to be
Okay, over Orlando. That's the I say I probably expect them to be. I
no
think
even over Philly, and it's only by a couple games. So actually, yeah, it's only by a couple games, and they be over Philly.
they're right there. Yeah, they're right there.
Yeah.
They're playing Dallas right now. It's a good matchup for them right now.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be a beautiful game. That's gonna be
They're
a beautiful
they're
game.
actually up. They're actually up because Dallas is playing really good right now.
And they're playing in Dallas
Now they're playing in Indiana,
and
so
Indiana.
it's a good one to see. Um, how the thing, how Pascal is playing.
Yeah, that's so important right now, especially at this point, because they've got a few games in. That's why I'm saying I'm really gonna go back and check that game out.
Yeah,
But
Turner 30 points already. Pascal 12. Albert 12.
nice. That's sweet.
Albert, yeah, this rebound. What's going on, man?
Number they got numbered Mathurin's there too. Mathurin didn't score much,
Yeah,
but he's there. Yeah, well, yeah, 14 points. That's pretty good. That's solid. That's a solid. But what about the playoffs, though? What about the playoffs? I mean, Siakam has. Let's just be honest. Let's just keep it real. We've talked about Siakam's issues in the playoffs, right? And it's really going to be on Siakam, right? But like I said, I'm always optimistic, so I'm always thinking Siakam maybe in a new situation, give him a new chance, a new slate. Because in Toronto, he had a dirty record, right? And every time we go to the playoffs, it's like, that microscope on him. You know what I mean? So maybe, you
hey,
know,
well, he's not number one no more. They got a number one. They got
that too, that
they
too.
got Halliburton number one. To them, to me, I don't think he's a number one too. So
That's what I'm
I
saying.
don't
I
know.
want to see if what I said. I want to see if what I said comes to light too about him playing better beside a number one option. That's what I've always said. That I think
Yeah, but
So that's what I want to watch tonight.
Halliburton not a true number one, man. I don't know. I don't see him as a true number
Oh,
one.
Halliburton, that's not even debatable. Well, if you want to debate it, but it's not even fair, man. I wouldn't even. It's
You,
not
you,
even
thi-
fair.
you think
It's
he
not
is?
even fair
You think he is?
by far. What? what what is a number one? If he's not, then we have to question what is a number one. Then we have to go.
I don't
I
know.
don't get it. What would be a number one? I don't get it.
Well, number
20
one
and
is it.
10, 20 and 10.
You want to bet me Halliburton doesn't make All Star next year? He only made it this year because he was in Indiana. We know that already.
Okay, if Halliburton is not a number one, then who is?
So a lot of number one man, real star.
Halliburton's probably one of the top. He's probably one of the. Let me not go crazy. He's probably one of the top 10 players this year.
Wow.
Probably, yeah.
I, I don't know. I don't know,
Who
man.
else is keeping the Pacers? Who else is keeping the Pacers where they're at? He had the Pacers at 4. At
Putting a
what,
guy in
4? At one
big
point.
dogs. Big dogs. Look at these teams that I'm showing. Minnesota. These one, two, three, 4, 5. Halliburton, Curry's been at 6, 7. It's just so many teams that you could say top 10. He's not in the top 10, man. Definitely not.
Wait, hold on. Sorry. What was that? What the? You went through the teams. Okay, why don't you? Okay.
You're
Look,
saying top 10. He's a
start.
top 10 player in the league, man.
Of course he is.
He's not.
He's the top. He's the probably what? He's top 3 in the East alone.
Is he better than Thing Edwards? Is he better than Shai? Is he better than Jokic? Is he better than Luca?
And
Is
I'm
he better
talking
than
about this year. This year.
I'm talking this year. I'm telling you those guys. I'm just calling it random. Is he better than Luca? Is he better than Booker? Is he better than Durant? Is he better than LeBron James? Is
Well,
he
he's
better?
been better than Booker. He has been better than Booker. He's better than LeBron James this year. Yeah. I
Better than
mean, in
Curry?
terms of what him keeping his team
Is he
where
better
they
than
are.
Curry?
He's this year, top 10 players in the league this year. Yes, Halliburton is. Why do you think everybody's talking about Halliburton? Because he's
Because
one of
Curry,
the top 10
he is.
players in the league this year.
Come
Yes,
on, man.
this year.
So
This year. I'm not
no,
saying top 10 players ever or the top 10 or the best 10 player. No, I'm saying this year he's been one of the top 10 players in
yeah,
terms of performance. In terms of performance,
I'm telling you not. You're telling me yes. I'm telling you not. But
because
it's
you're
it's
no, but
okay.
it's only because you're measuring. You're saying, "Oh, Curry, what did Curry do this year? What did LeBron do this year?" I'm talking about this year. What players are doing this year
Curry doing this year. He's keeping the team floated with no talent, man. I
with
mean,
no talent.
no talent.
Golden State Warriors have no talent. No, that's not true. That is not true. They got talent,
Clay, you're the one that tells me Clay is coming off the bench. Friggin' Draymond Green is
and they're
talented.
9. They're not even. They're 9 in the West.
Yeah.
No, no, it's not. I can't. They're ninth in the West. They're not even like 5, 6.
Okay, so Allen Bird is number friggin' number 7. Well, you know what? He did play in the in season tournament. They beat Milwaukee. That's a good win. He's
Yeah, that's
not
what I'm
bad.
saying. And his performances. That's what I'm trying to. I'm not talking like I'm talking about his performances. How he's performed this year. Like he's top 10 player in terms of performances. And like keeping his team on top, winning games, getting into important, like you said, the in season tournament, being an all star, carrying his team, right? But in
Mhm.
terms of rank top players, I'm not saying he's the best top player in the league, but I'm saying just in terms of performances, like what he's been doing,
Mhm.
he's pretty high. He's pretty high up there this year. This year, all right. Can't
Okay.
compare him to Curry because Curry, you know what I mean? It's not comparable. right? Because
Yeah.
Curry has a body of work, so I mean. But yeah. So the Pacers, look, man, like Halliburton's one of my favorites, so I'm gonna go crazy.
No,
Halliburton's one of my favorites, so people probably wouldn't agree at all. That's fair. That's just my
no.
opinion.
Yeah, it's just what you think, yeah.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
So, but look, the Magics are over them. They got Paolo Banchero. They got Franz Wagner.
Magic
Magics are
have a
nice,
good team.
man.
They have a good
Hmm?
team that's gonna get better.
Yeah, but what about in the playoffs? What are they gonna do in the playoffs? If the playoffs started right now, they would play the Bucks. Would they have a chance to get against the Bucks, or would they get crushed? And let's say everybody's healthy. Everybody's healthy. They should get crushed by the Bucks, but hey, you never know. They should because of experience, but Bucks got a new coach. A lot of things change, when these playoffs. A lot of things change.
Yeah, it's
And
true.
then you got a coach with a new team, and does that cause some issues? If the playoffs were to start today, the Magics could get lucky.
True, true.
But it'd be a good season to say the least, though.
Even Orlando, I wonder if Orlando even better than Toronto. Are
Oh,
they
yeah,
gonna
well, yeah, Orlando.
are they
Orlando
gonna
has.
are they gonna
They
jump
have.
from here?
But look at their roster. Look at their roster. You'll see they have a lot of talent on their roster, man. That's one of the secrets about Orlando. They
Mm-hmm.
got a lot of talent, especially at the guard spot. When you got a lot of guards, you're in a good position too. When you got too many guards, remember we had too many forwards. You never go wrong having too many guards. Too many guys that can handle the ball, dribble the ball, shoot the ball, and you got a few defenders. Then you still got Franz Wagner and Paulo Banchero.
Mm-hmm.
Jonathan Isaac's back, and he's looking decent too. Remember Jonathan Isaac? He's back.
Yeah.
Joe Ingles, he brings some veteran presence.
True, true.
So, yeah, man, they're a solid team, man, and I want to see them in the playoffs. I think they'll give a good playoff series, man, and I think
Mm-hmm.
that's what they're looking to do: give a nice, good, solid playoff series, and have people talking about the Magics for next year.
Paulo. Everybody like Paulo is not really. They seen Scotty was better than Paulo, but I don't know.
Scotty Barnes, I mean, sorry,
Yeah,
Scotty Pippen.
Scotty Barnes. Scotty
Oh,
Barnes.
sorry, Scotty Barnes. Got it direct first.
Scotty
Uh,
Barnes. It's like more should be in the All Star, but they both made it this year. So,
mhm. Paulo Banchero, he's another player I'm high on. I really like his game, and it's not only his game; it's his attitude. So if I'm correct about Paulo Banchero, he'll play up. He'll let his game represent him. So when the playoffs come, I am pretty confident that he's going to perform because that's the type of player that I see him as. So I'd be
pretty good.
surprised if he didn't do so.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Can't lie. Yeah, I
That's
like
that's what I'm looking to see is his performance in the playoffs. I'm looking to see him. Uh,
he's
uh,
only
you
20,
know,
he's only 21 year old, right? Guy's only
20.
21. 21.
Yeah, yeah, but I think he really he lives up to those moments, man. So I think he's looking forward to being in the playoffs right now. That's going to be interesting to watch, man. Just to
Yeah.
just to see him live up to expectations or even possibly exceed it.
Yeah, he's averaging 22 a game. Pretty good.
Pretty good. And remember in his rookie season, he was averaging like 20. One of the few rookies to do that.
Yeah. That's good,
Yeah.
man.
So yeah, Paulo Banquero, I'm big on him, and I need to watch some more Magic games though. You know, there's always someone you don't get to watch a lot of, and it's the Magics. I haven't got to
Hmm.
watch a lot of their games, but I really want to because I want to see how good they actually are.
Hey, you see them versus Toronto. They played a very good game versus Toronto, even with Pascal. So let's see what happened without Pascal and OG.
Well,
Yo,
when
even OG is injured again, man. Wow, maybe it's a good thing we get rid of him.
OG, eh?
Yeah, it's hurt
Yeah,
again.
we'll get up there though. So we're good with the Magics, eh?
Yeah, we wouldn't match it. Yeah.
So
Uh,
Philly, we saying about Philly, man.
Magic has a good team, man. Very good team.
Yeah, Magics. Yeah, Magics. I like the Magics. I really like the Magics, man.
They're not going nowhere though. As you say,
Mm.
number six play number three. So they be playing Milwaukee. That's you probably wouldn't want a game out of it, right?
Hey, you know what? Like I said, that's what I was saying. What if they get lucky because this whole thing? We're not even sure how if Doc Rivers has grabbed Milwaukee by the horns. All right, so if he's done that, if he could do that by the time the playoffs come around, then yeah, they should whip the Magic's butt. But if they, it's still a new team. Lillard's new, now a new coach. All that has to work out. And the Magics, they have a little bit more experience together.
Yeah.
Sometimes,
Mhm.
yeah, sometimes that could be it. You know, it'll be interesting though. It'll be interesting.
Mhm.
It'll be fun to watch. That series should be fun. I'm expecting the Magic, and that's if everybody's healthy. I'm expecting a high performance from like Franz Wagner. And Franz Wagner played pretty good in the FIBAs too. He
Yeah, he
he
did.
he shows
He
up.
did.
Yeah, he shows up, man. So
So
I expect
what
to
do you get
see.
him to game mode in the play? To me, I'm thinking they might drop down. I'm finding East should go back up. I think Orlando is going to be going down, even though they won 3 games straight. I don't think in the second half. I'm thinking Toronto should go up, and Miami should go up. Chicago should go down. Atlanta, I don't think Atlanta have the talent. I think Atlanta is going to go down.
Yeah,
Uh,
Atlanta. They're one of the biggest question marks for me, and they have been since last year. They have been
yeah,
since last year. They've been one of the biggest question marks. But let's look at Toronto's. Okay, so Monday we got the Pacers, right? Then we got Dallas. Then we got Golden State. We might get a break with Charlotte.
we see Toronto
Uh,
of the Pacers
huh?
when the Toronto of the Pacers win Monday.
Yep, Monday.
Oh, that's tomorrow. The Pacers are playing a back to back.
Okay, which is that's yeah, that could do some harm to them.
Yeah, Toronto is a
Right?
young team, and yeah, but we're on the road, so yeah, Toronto need a win, man. We need to beat them, but they need to learn to win on the road also, because Toronto could win your own game, but when you're on the road, actually they beat Atlanta on the road. We'll see what happens though.
Yeah, but and they gotta learn how to win together too.
Yeah,
Right now, they're still trying to learn how to play together.
exactly. Yeah,
So, same thing
yeah,
with Milwaukee. That's why I think Milwaukee's, even though they're extremely talented, Milwaukee hasn't figured it out yet. So
yeah.
sometimes other teams could take advantage of that.
Yeah, they started off good now. Milwaukee they won 2 straight after the All Star game, so
But against who? Oh,
couple
we'll
good
get to
teams,
that. We'll get to Milwaukee.
couple good
Yeah,
teams.
we'll get to that.
So,
But,
how long you wanna do this show for? 'Cause we already
uh,
passed an hour.
probably just do East. Just do the East.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then do the West another time.
All right, no problem, no problem. So
But yeah,
we
so
got Philly now, eh? Yeah, Philly.
Yeah, Philly. So injury prone officially. Joel
Officially.
Embiid is officially injury prone, man.
He is. Definitely.
Yeah,
Always,
but you know what?
always.
I think Philly won their last game. You know, Philly played
No, they played this morning, man. And, couldn't have thing. They couldn't. They played this morning and lost.
against who? Who they play again?
Who the hell did they play? Who did they play this morning? No, actually bet on the game. They played Milwaukee. That's why. But it was an easy win for Milwaukee. Still, they were by 20
Mhm.
halftime. Yeah, they beat him.
But they beat Cleveland the other night.
Who's that? Philly.
Yeah,
Yeah, Philly did beat Cleveland. They upset Cleveland,
yeah,
but
they beat
they're at home.
Cleveland.
They're at home, so don't matter. You should be winning your home game.
Well, that's still a big win because remember, a lot of people were talking about Cleveland too.
Yeah,
And Cleveland's a
Cleveland.
team where you know, if I had my money on Cleveland, I'd be worried, you know.
No, Cleveland playing good though. Remember they beat Toronto couple,
They
couple days ago, I believe.
and I think they're missing Donovan Mitchell too, right?
Yeah, exactly. But he's back now.
When? Since when? Because he wasn't there in Philly again that Philly game.
Yeah, it wasn't there with the Philly game, but he's back today.
Okay, good, good, good. All right, so I'll keep my eye on Cleveland and see how they do. But Philly, maybe they could see how they play without Joel Embiid. Maybe they could start getting used to life without Joel Embiid.
Is he coming back?
Maybe, maybe not. But what? How? I mean, if it was me, I would want to start. I would want to see what life may be like without Joel Embiid. No,
Yeah, why? I mean,
Joel Embiid slows that team up a lot. You know, he's him and Maxi. Even though they work together well because they're both talented, but I don't think they're synchronized like that. Joel Embiid's slow. Maxi's fast. More of a fast tempo player,
hmm
and yeah, I don't think So, and I think Maxi's really good. I know it sounds crazy, but the game I
yeah,
watched, even though Cleveland was short uh Donovan Mitchell, I still felt like Philly looked pretty good. They just looked pretty good in that game. And
hmm
I've seen a lot of potential.
yeah, they good playing. They play good that game.
Yeah.
Even the game today, they're playing good for a while, and then it's just threes after threes after threes. They couldn't handle it.
That's good for Milwaukee though too.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, they have players hitting threes all over.
That's good for Milwaukee. So
Definitely.
yeah, so the next injuries, Ananobi's like you were saying, Ananobi another injury. Did we dodge a bullet, man?
Hey, he's on an injury prone, man. He's always there too.
I
Every
mean,
year.
I hear you, man. We drafted him hurt, man. No, let's be real. When we drafted him, he was hurt, and I was like, because I remember hearing someone saying about talking about his injuries and stuff. Like, we drafted a hurt player, man.
Yeah, we
I'll
drafted
never
him.
forget that.
He should have been like number 5 or so during
Hmm.
the draft. I was like, okay, we'll just wait till he get better.
Oh yeah, yeah, exactly.
That's what we
It's
did.
crazy. Just really good player, and I think and the Knicks were playing so good, man.
hmm
You
He
know,
made a big difference on the next. But thing is, hurt too. Julius Randle's hurt too.
Randall. Hmm.
Yeah, Randle's hurt, injured too. I
Yeah,
mean,
it's tough.
poor Bronson.
Tough,
Bronson have to
isn't it?
do everything on his own again.
Yeah, and it's like Honestly, I think the Knicks are a team that could get beat up on. So who would the Knicks play? Right, they'd play Philly right now, right? Which I think Philly might slide down
They still have a
and
good team,
slide out
man.
of it,
They
huh?
still have a good team. They got Precious. I think Precious is taking over for OG. Taking
Hmm.
OG spot. Yeah, Precious is pretty good.
But
Yeah,
how are their games so far? Like how are the
Josh Hart. They're okay. I should say they're okay.
I think they beat Philly, right?
They beat
The
Philly
other
when
day. I think they played Philly. Let me check. I'll check. Uh,
yeah, if it's Philly then Knicks they
yeah,
lost. They lost the last game.
they lost against who? Boston, right?
Yeah, probably Boston. Yeah.
And they beat Philly, and they lost against the Magics, lost against Houston. Um, yeah, New York is gonna need. They're gonna need their players back, or they're gonna be in some trouble. They're gonna need their players back so they could really get settled and get prepared. This is a bad time for the injury. So right now is a really bad time for the Knicks because they just need their players so they could get prepared for the playoffs.
Yeah, but they're still in a good position though. They gotta make sure that they don't drop from the fourth spot. You know, the fourth and fifth. Yeah, the fourth or fifth. They don't want to drop from those spots.
But to tell you the truth, even if they dropped, and if I was to pick whether they dropped in the standings or if they could have all their players not injured, I'd rather them have all their players not injured.
I know they could be any team. And the way they were playing with OG,
Yeah,
with Randall, they could have beat any team in the NBA. Any team,
yeah. Yep, exactly. Exactly what you just said just now. And that's what I'm saying. I don't know what the injury, what that's gonna do to OG. Is he gonna come back the how he was before? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So, or even Randall, is Randall gonna, So
yeah,
but you're
Randall.
right. That's why I said that because when they made that trade, they looked like they could beat anybody,
Yeah,
at
man.
least in the
I
East.
think they got like 15 winning streak or 15 game winning streak. They got a big winning streak.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So, but,
big winning streak that time.
I feel bad for the Knicks because I know those fans are hungry, man. They're hungry, man.
Yeah, I mean
Like,
Stephen
wow.
A. Um,
You know
your boy that's always at the game.
who that?
What's his name? Spike Lee.
Oh yeah, Spike Lee. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Spike Lee. Those guys been
Telling you,
hungry
they're
for
hungry.
playoff championship team. They just want if they could go to the final this year, it would be nice.
It
Be
would
nice.
be, and yeah, yeah. That's
You
why I
know,
feel like it's a tough blow. Like I'm wondering, like I would like the injury to Ananobi and Randall would have me like, oh, like as if we lost in the playoffs. that's what it, that's what it seems like. I don't know. It feels like that to me.
Mhm.
Yeah, but we'll see. I could be wrong. So moving up, Milwaukee looks good, man. But how? I just hope they're gonna get better. You said they played good tonight or today.
Yeah, but the competition was not good.
That true.
Yeah,
I wonder
not
who
like
they lost.
Embiid. Yeah, if Embiid was there and they won, I could see. Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah,
You know, even though they maintained a good. And why did they fire their coach? I mean, they're second, and how come no one has really questioned that? Like, why is it that they're second in the league
yeah,
and everybody's fretting about Milwaukee? Or even when they were second, they're not second now, but
yeah. But
even when
before
they
they,
were second,
it
hmm,
was second.
yeah,
They
they
were
were, and everybody's fretting to the point where they had to fire the coach. What's that all about?
well, like you said, the players wasn't listening to him in the locker room. They don't respect him. They have to get rid of him, man.
Okay,
Yeah, but you
well,
players have to talk and the players have to listen. I guess they would do that with Doc
hmm,
River, right? He's
no, yeah,
experienced.
that makes sense.
Yeah, but you only have one championship, right? Boston.
Who Doc Rivers?
Yeah, only one, right?
Yeah, I believe so. Boston only got one.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Okay, I thought it was two. But
In those time with Ray Allen and stuff, it seemed like they won around 10 championship to the way Paul Pierce was talking, but it it was one championship.
it was one. Yeah. You're right, man. That's the way they thought it was. Like you'd swear it
Yeah,
was like two. It's the
yeah, you
only
like at
reason I
least
thought it
two,
was two.
maybe
Huh?
three. Yeah, we thought it was at least two, maybe three.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
yeah.
yeah,
But Milwaukee, the last big win, the last credible win they got was against Denver. That was, I think, before the All Star break.
mm-hmm.
I should go back and check that game out. Maybe I bet you probably. Let me see if Jokic was playing that game. But yeah, I mean, that would be an interesting game to go back to. This Milwaukee game that where they beat Denver. They were in Milwaukee. Jokic was there. That should be an interesting matchup.
They
Um,
actually, you sure they beat Denver,
yeah, I'm
Milwaukee?
looking at it right here. Yeah, in
Let me check.
Milwaukee.
They beat in Philly today. They beat Minnesota. That was a good
Oh,
one.
that too. That too. And we
Played
could talk
versus
about
Minnesota.
the West next time too. But that's the Minnesota's another team that people may be saying could just be a regular season team too. But
Mhm.
they're
Yeah, I
so
know.
good that it's hard to say that. But it's happened so many times.
Yeah, they could be a regular season team also. Something
Yeah.
like Sacramento last year. Remember, Sacramento was like
Yep.
number two, and
Yep.
Golden
I'm
State ended
too.
up beating them.
Then
Right.
drop down now. They drop down even more.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so Milwaukee, we'll see, man. We'll see. But that's a big question mark for me. Because at first I liked it. Then after I watched them play, I've been watching them play this whole season. And like I said, even though they were second, I think it's really some of the games that they lost that were questionable.
Mm-hmm.
And when I'm watching them, it's like something wasn't right. Something just doesn't look right. Right?
Yeah, they're at home losing to some garbage team, man. You don't lose game at home to garbage team. These games at home, you
Yeah,
have to be careful.
I
Good,
remember that. So
good team don't lose at home.
yeah, that's true. That's true. I remember they lost some terrible games.
Yeah, you see, like a certain team is Washington, they're beating them, and they're home. I'm like, what the hell? Washington beat you?
That is
You
crazy.
your team, you see team like Portland, a
Yeah.
certain team, but Memphis beat them with no Jackson, just a bunch of garbage player.
Yeah,
And
that one I remember. It's actually that was it. That was it.
that was the game that I remember, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that was the one that did it for me. Where I'm like, whoa, this is terrible.
Yeah, you're losing to this team. I
This is
mean,
terrible.
talent for talent is you're better. The effort though is saying you're not giving no effort, right?
Oh man, that was terrible, man.
That's why.
So
But they're gonna play better though for sure.
but they're playing off of just the fact that they have Lillard and Giannis, but they haven't combined those guys to make them a team yet.
Hmm.
So and maybe it'll never happen, but that would be lethal if they could be better as a team. But it seems like they're better individually.
Yeah. Hey, Indiana got a good win today. Wow. They actually beat them by
Nice.
20. It's crazy. Second half. Wow.
Slap them up. I have to watch that game, man.
Yeah, Indiana pretty good. Yeah.
Even though I don't really believe in Dallas a lot, man. I don't know, man. I'm saying a lot of it has to do with with Indiana's good, and a lot of it has to do with Dallas isn't as good as people think they are.
No, I just watched a YouTube video. Person said Dallas is the new team. Right now they got two center, and the defense
Yep.
is really good. and Luca and thing is playing, Kyrie's playing really good. I'm like, okay, they're a good team. Let's see what's happening. They think they got a good team today and they couldn't win. Well,
But
you don't expect
that's a
them to win every game, anyways.
yeah, but that's a perfect example right there. Looking at those two teams because I love the Pacers right now. The Pacers, and it's really that doggish. They got that doggish mentality, and that's what's gonna make them win that game by 20 points. It's just because those guys are dogs, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and
Yeah, true.
Luca's extremely talented, but I don't know if he's a dog, man. He's just really talented, man.
Yeah, it was more for dog. Him or Joker. Is Joker a
Joker
dog?
for sure. Joker for sure.
Yeah, but Joker have Murray on the team, man. Murray's a star, eh? You can look at him, he's a star. Like he's up for star
Yeah,
to,
and
to,
they
to do
complement
stuff
each other.
in ways. Yeah,
Yeah, and they complement each other. Kyrie and Luca don't complement. I don't think they complement each other.
They don't. They don't. They don't. It's two. They go in two different ways. It's like who the point guard anyways on that team.
It's kind of Luca, but that's what kind of that's why I say they don't really complement each other because they're kind of
It,
two. They're both point guards in a way.
so I'm wondering. I'm like, wait. Isn't Kyrie a point guard? Isn't Luca a point guard? It's like,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They're forced. Remember what I said last year, though. That's why everything. That's why we should go back to like some of the things that we already put down, right? Because last year we said, yeah, give Luca and Kyrie some more time. They'll play better together, but naturally, it's not natural. You know what I mean? It's not like just like you said, 2 point guards. It could work, right? Because they're point guards. Point guards.
yeah.
One thing they understand is how to move around the court, where to move. But
Two shoot first point guard.
in a sense, yeah, they want to
How
score.
could it be a point guard? You're 2 point guard, two shoot first point guard. It doesn't equal championship to me. But who knows?
Exactly. Who knows?
Yeah, none of those guys wanna pass the ball. But look, yeah, but Luka will pass it. But he's gonna get his 20 shots, 15 shots.
Yeah, he
He,
has
he,
to get those shots. Yeah, he needs those.
he,
Exactly.
I would give him to it. There's nothing wrong with him taking those shots. I mean,
True.
Luka, but
But you got
still,
to make sure Kyrie gets the same amount. Whenever you have to do that, it it kind of messes up the chemistry a bit because you're like, okay, we got to share. Remember my turn, your turn. Okay, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
okay, did you get enough? Okay, like it shouldn't be like that. It should just be a
yeah,
harmony, you know?
exactly. You play as you just play basketball, man. That's what they should
Yeah,
do.
exactly.
Say my turn, your turn
Luca
thing.
Luca has the more capability of doing that though. He could play like small forward. He could play off the ball. He could play. He should be more versatile in that way because he
Hmm.
affects the game in so many different ways.
True, true. Yeah. What about Cleveland? Did you talk about Cleveland already?
No, no, no. But a
They
little bit. The thing, Cleveland's a tricky team. They deal a lot with injuries too. Donovan Mitchell, Darius Garland, and you're crossing your fingers for Mobley right now.
why?
It's
What's wrong with
Well,
Mobley?
because the injuries. Mobley's how many times has Mobley been injured already since he's been in the league? I'm pretty sure like 3 times already.
They
And
only have one injury now, eh? Only one
and who's
person.
that? They're one of their main players who has injury issues.
Yeah,
Oh, but
but no,
you
yeah,
said Donovan Mitchell's back, right?
he's back now. Yeah, and
Yeah, and
Garland.
he's back now, right? So and then Garland. I just cross my fingers with those guys. I cross my fingers even when they're all healthy because I'm not sure how it all works. Because last year I thought they should have beat the Knicks, and I think
So
everybody was
me
there.
too. Me too. So what do they need to let them be one of the top team in the NBA? What do they need? Or they have everything that they need already?
Well, to tell you the truth, the position that Isaac Okoro holds, a lot of people had high hopes for him. Like he is supposed to be like a three, like not really a 3 and D guy, but he could score too. Like he could score in different ways, but he was supposed to be able to hit the three, be your best defender, and give you like 12, 13 points maybe a game. And I don't think he's been doing that. But if
Mhm.
he was, I think that would be solid. Like if they were getting solid play from Isaac Okoro, then the other guys around them, like Max Strus, could play his role. He could just shoot, right? And but
I don't think he's even getting playing time. Is he even getting playing time, Max Strus? I
I'm
think he
not
is.
sure. I could check, but I know he was.
They got Lavert, Chris Lavert. Who's getting paid all the money on this team? Yeah, but
Pretty sure it's Mitchell. Mitchell's getting the
Garland
biggest
is
chunk.
30. No, Garland is actually getting more than Mitchell, man.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
probably because he has
34.
a newer contract, probably.
Yeah, yeah. When I think maybe this year is his last year, something like that. But
Oh, Mitchell, I think he's a free agent. Huh?
the free agent, yeah.
Yeah, so
So you
yeah,
say
but I
that
mean, hmm?
you said they have a complete team, right?
Yeah, they have a
Mhm.
complete. Yeah, and yeah. That's what I feel about them. Like
They should be able to compete versus Boston, Milwaukee. That's what you say. Denver,
they
Minnesota.
should be able to beat. They should be able to give Milwaukee a real good beating if, es- especially if they could slow everybody else down.
I
But
mean,
I don't know if they could do that though. I really don't know.
I don't really like Donovan Mitchell as the. I think the chucker, that like the person that shoot shot, just keep on chucking up shot. I don't really like them kind of players. The way he is,
Yeah.
I don't know. It's too much of a chucker, shooting
Thing
up
is,
shot.
the thing is though, him and Darius are more. They play more. They play better together than Luca and Kyrie. Like watching them play together is not like it's not cringy.
No, if they were smart enough, they would have go and try to get Pascal, go or try to get OG. So some a next star like that would have probably been better for one of those guys. Instead of get rid of those two short guys.
No, but well, I think they got the fill-ins, like the guys who will show up, and you'll probably be surprised, especially when the playoffs time comes around. Not sure about Okoro. Like I said, he's a big question mark, but there was higher expectations on him. But aside from him, you got guys like Levert and Max Truce. Those guys couldn't be a problem, especially when you add Darius Garland and Donovan Mitchell and Mobley and Jarrett Allen.
No,
So
no,
that's what they expect, but they got to be healthy. That's number one.
no, they should have done some. The reason that they ruined that good last year, they're undersized, man. Garland is 6'2", 6'1".
Yeah, but
Donovan
the rest
Mitchell
of their
is
guys have
6'3".
size, though.
It don't matter. Your top player is the one that the ball is going to be in their hands, and they're too
Yeah, but they
short.
score. They get theirs. Darius
They,
Garland gets his. His size doesn't stop him
regular
from
season,
scoring.
they get in the regular season. That's why they didn't do nothing last year. New York just knocked them out quick
Yeah,
last
but
year.
it didn't have anything to do with size, though.
Well, part of it is size. You lose because you're undersized. These guys are taller.
I don't know about that. I mean, it's possible because I don't really believe
Remember,
in having two small guards either. But
yeah, when
I
playoff
don't
time come,
think
man,
that's the problem.
everything get tightened up now, man. It not in the regular season. Everything just get tightening, and if when you're undersized, you're in trouble.
But you're saying their two guards are undersized. Their team's not undersized.
Yeah, the team is not
Just
undersized,
their
but
two, just their
the
two
two main
guards that start.
the two main
Yeah,
guys are undersized, and if they even go 1-on-1, they're gonna lose. You need a size like Kawhi, Paul George, those are like perfect size. 6'6".
All right, so let's say they go up against Milwaukee, right? They're um gonna
Milwaukee's tall.
have
Oh,
huh?
yeah, Milwaukee's very
No,
tall.
no, sorry. Okay, sorry. I said Milwaukee by accident, but I meant to say Boston, but we could look at Milwaukee too, right?
Hmm.
Because you could be right. You could be right. Because the shooting guard's usually gonna be like around like 6'5",
Hmm.
six
Yeah,
four. And if you're 6'1", going up against 6'4" guy, could get tough. Could get tough.
yeah. Especially everything get tightened up in the playoff, and it's a different story. Yeah.
Because to tell you the truth, that was one of the issues I brought up too. Because we always know the small guards, like they tried it in Portland with Dame and CJ McCollum. It just never worked.
Hmm.
And CJ McCollum wasn't that small either. I think he's like 6'3", but still.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, it wasn't that small. Yeah.
Well, I think like what you said, when they get in the playoffs, those couple inches they make a difference. You know.
Yeah, man. Everything. Plus, you're the main guy. I mean, you're main guy. You
Yeah.
got the team. Everything is tied up fully. So, I don't know. I think they're missing one of those guys have to go. Just like I tell you, Atlanta, Trey
Mhm.
Young thing. I
But
just think
but
it's too small.
but the funny thing is though, I'm rooting for them because of that, though. I'm rooting for Cleveland because I want to see if they could prove that wrong. And I mentioned that years ago that Cleveland would be the first team I seen do it with two like guards, like smaller guards. So I'm kind of rooting for them because of that. But
Yeah,
shoot, we'll see.
if I was them, you see, Garland. Garland is a really good shooter.
Mhm.
Really, really good shooter. I would practically take Garland and give it to Michelle. I don't know. I like Garland in the shooting because both of them is a shooter. But I just find Garland to be a better shooter to me.
I like Gar I like because I think I know it with the Chuck Master. he, he doesn't chuck the ball.
Garland doesn't chuck that much.
Yeah, he doesn't. He takes some nice shot. When he takes a shot, you feel good about it. You're like, okay, that was a good shot.
Yeah, not like Mitchell. Mitchell would chuck it up all night. You see him whole for 1 for 20, 2 for 20. Yeah,
Mitchell.
that's Mitchell. He's a good player though, but yeah,
Yeah, he's a good player, man.
when he's off, he's off.
And he's their shooting guard, right? So that's why he gets the green light too.
Yeah, but he should shoot, but sometimes you have to change, man. I mean, shooting guard. Michael Jordan was a shooting guard, and some mid range he's doing.
But okay, but at least give them credit that usually when they say, okay, if anybody's gonna chuck up the shot, it should be me. You see, if Dallas had that, right? If they could decide that, okay, if anybody's gonna take that, Luka, it's gonna be Luka. Luka's gonna chuck, so let Luka chuck.
Hmm.
But you can't be Luka and Kyrie. And I think that's what's getting better. I don't see Kyrie really. Kyrie's taking a lot more more disciplined shots. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
But yeah, one person has to be disciplined and be like, okay, I gotta take better shots because I know Mitchell's gonna be chucking it up all night, right? So
Yeah, love those threes, man. Love those threes. Chucking up all those trees.
yeah.
But if he's hot, you're in trouble.
And Darius Garland scores in the paint too. No, he
Of
gets in the
course, yeah.
paint a lot. Yeah,
He will drive. He will know to drive. So I'm not shooting.
yeah.
Let me go ahead and drive the ball.
Drive the ball. Yeah, man. Take it inside, man. Mix it up.
Mix it up.
Gotta
Let
make
them
up for gotta make up for Mitchell's
Mitchell is the chuck. It's
Chuck Master.
Barkley, the chucker. The chucker.
I don't know if I'd say Chuck Master. I'm pretty sure someone else chucks more than him though.
Who's that?
I don't know. Maybe I don't know. Shit. Must be somebody.
Yeah, I don't mind people chucking it up that could shoot, bro. That could
That's
shoot.
true.
Curry, Curry's a chucker too, but
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Curry's crazy from threes. The best shooter in the world, best shooter ever. So he can chuck all he wants.
Yeah.
Then complain. Take more shots. That's all you gotta say. Curry, take more. Don't worry, we'll
Take
let you
more.
take more shots. But
Exactly.
Mitchell is doing it like, yo, please pass the ball, man. You having a bad night.
Yeah. Shit.
Yes, yeah. Okay, so with Cleveland, you say what? Probably pass first round. Yeah, at least
They
man.
should. And I'm rooting for them just for them, But I'm like, yo, that'd be pretty cool to see them like really band together, get it together, and like you said, with the size, if they could figure out a way, that'd be history. That's something like it's hard, and people don't talk about it a lot. But it doesn't. When it gets to the playoffs and you got two small guards, it's trouble.
Yeah. Yeah, you like to talk about small. You don't want to say the Miami Heat is too small. Last year they were too small and they go right to the final. What
Yeah.
what could
Then
you
they
say?
went to the finals. Yeah.
Too small and go right to the final. And
But what was their front court again? Their front court wasn't that small though, because I think it was Caleb Martin, right?
yeah, Martin was there.
Yeah, Martin, and then they had Jimmy Butler. So even though they're small, like throughout their team, like still their guards were pretty there.
Mhm.
Because if they go up against Mitchell and Darius, like Martin's way bigger than those guys.
Yep, yeah. So
Yeah,
way bigger than those guys, eh?
yeah. What's his Caleb Martin? Yeah,
Hey, what about was it with the final team Boston?
Boston, man. And
Six round? Who's gonna knock them out?
I don't know. I try not to talk about them a lot because I don't want to jinx them, man.
They already went to the finals and lost, so I don't know. Maybe this year is their year.
Yeah, but and then I caught. That's the one thing I did get right. Right, I got it right. That Porzingis would work perfectly for this team. Right,
Hmm.
but yes, they also got Drew Holiday, so that's huge. Can't lie about that, Drew Holiday.
Yeah.
And how could they not win? Just be healthy. That's why I'm crossing my fingers, just that they be healthy. Oh yeah, and that's what I was thinking about when we were talking about small guards. I was thinking about if you matched up Cleveland with Boston, you'd have Drew Holiday and what's the other guy's name? Drew Holiday and man, I forgot the other guys. I should know his name, man. Derek White. Yeah,
Oh,
Drew, and those guys are pretty big.
Derek White is a very good player. I thought he could make All Star this year. It's very good, man. Very good player.
Yeah, but he's like a role, like he's like a deep role player, like a
He
role player.
first in is the number three player on the team. The third option on the team. He's doing a lot,
Who,
man, with
Derek
Boston.
White? No way, no way.
I don't know if it's
Porzingis.
Porzingis hardly play, man. He's one day you see him play, next day it's off. Derek White
Yeah,
is
that's
always.
crazy. They're probably trying to preserve him for the playoffs.
I would too. I would like, you know what? Take a day off.
Mm.
Okay, take the next day off. Yeah, come back when you're ready. So what do you think is the team that gonna win it all?
I'm going with Boston this year, man. Last year I sacrificed it and I said, there's some stuff missing that I didn't like. And even now I'm a little shaky only because of the injury thing, right? But I'm going with Boston. I had to sacrifice. I was sweating. I'm like, why did I go? Remember when I took Philly, right?
Hmm.
Or yeah, I had to take Philly over Boston, right? And then they lost. They lost to Philly, right?
Yeah,
So I
yeah,
was
you're
like,
right.
yeah, right. And that was hard for me to do that, man. But this year I'm gonna go with Boston to beat everybody. I don't even care if they play Denver.
Hey, that Denver is number two. Guess who's number three? The Vegas has right now.
Clippers.
Clippers. Why? Tell me why. I don't get why Clippers, but they,
Because
they,
the way they play with everybody, when they got their full squad, they're looking
they,
pretty
they, they,
scary, man.
Clippers play Oklahoma State. Oklahoma was they were at home still, but they whopped them by 20.
Who
And
Oklahoma whopped them?
they whopped them. SGA get 31. And what the hell? Why, look at SG. Look at Oklahoma State. Way down there, they have Lakers more than OKC. They have so much team. Oklahoma State's a way better team than all these teams. OKC could
Denver.
beat.
Did you just point at Boston? They're not better than Denver. They're not better than Boston. Probably not better than Milwaukee.
They beat anyone. It could be any one of these teams. We
They
know it's a
can be.
we know it's a championship, but damn man, uh, there's no rating. This out here is good.
Hey, let me tell you something, man. You'd be a smart guy to put a little something on OKC, man.
Uh,
Because you know what, OKC, a little something, not something, not
I
too.
know, I know. The job like $100 and them and leave it. You know what? I could win a bit more the money.
Yeah, because OKC is a sleeper team, man.
Yeah,
But I'm
but
telling you, they might give Denver a run for their money. If they might give Denver a run for their money, man.
OKC is a complete team. Eh? There's a lot of team was like, oh, they're missing this, they're missing that. What is OKC missing? OKC at a bench. That the
Yeah, but
bench is
okay,
only
what's the
young.
what did you just say? Say it. Can you say it again?
They're only just too young. They don't have the experience.
They're only, but that's the burning. That's what will make people not even go close to them. They're
Look at
only
them.
young, but to
Lakers over
people,
them, Dallas over them, Cleveland over them, New York over them, Minnesota over them, Phoenix.
and
I'm
all those
thinking,
teams have experience. All those teams have experience over them.
yeah, yeah, you're right, you're right. But definitely, I wouldn't put the Clippers here. Clippers don't belong here. Clippers belong maybe beside Minnesota Spider or something.
No, but
Clippers
when
don't
the
have them.
Clippers have everyone on board, when the Clippers have Harden, everybody good to go, the whole roster, they're looking like the top three team in the at least in the West. Yeah.
And then they disappeared, and then uh, Kawhi Kawhi not playing, injured.
No, but that's true. But that's why I laugh at them. That's why I laugh at them, and I can still laugh at them. But I'm not gonna laugh at them. You know why? Because they're actually good. So I won't laugh at them. But they're still not my team. They're not my team. But I could give credit where credit's due.
Yeah,
They look pretty scary.
if they're winning this year, man, it would be so surprising. It'd be a big surprise.
Yeah, they
Big
look. But
surprise.
if everybody's on point, if Paul George, Kawhi, that's very scary. It's a very scary situation, man.
Yeah, but on point. I don't think they're better than Denver for sure.
No, they are. They are. Trust me. I'm telling you.
I mean, they're not
If
better than
they're
Denver.
clicking, Denver's not better than Denver kind of lost a few. They should be worried actually going into the playoffs. There's only so
Oh,
much one player can do, man.
hey, bro, you owe me $150, eh? Give me this garbage guy in Denver. Oh, he's gonna get 5 points.
Who? Oh shoot!
Brian or some couldn't even get five
Man.
points. I mean, what the freak? Yeah, but
Well,
then
that's the
that
thing.
could
What? That's there you go. Fine, okay, you said it. And there you go.
that,
And that's supposed to be one of their role players, man. And they need
no,
them to score points.
they don't use him no more. They have a next white guy, that, comes off the bench, played good last game.
Yeah, I heard about him, but when the playoffs come, look, that you'll see. When the playoffs come, you'll see. Denver's gonna have some issues.
Well, maybe.
But
Maybe.
if you want, because we'll leave the West for the next time we link up. But
Yeah,
there's
yeah.
definitely a lot of things we could look at there.
Sure, sure.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, you never know. You never know. But yeah.
Yeah. So if you want, yeah, we could shut it down. But I like Boston. That's that's been my favorite team for a while.
Okay, let's finish. What do you have for for today's game? Just let's test your knowledge here.
Okay.
Is well, we know Cleveland should beat them. Cleveland was slacking off at halftime. That's why you see 25-19 run. Right. What do you have? What do you have? Good matchup there.
The
Magic
Magic.
versus Atlanta. Who do you have there?
I'll take the Magics just because, like, at this point of the season now, I'm not being optimistic anymore. I'm just gonna pick the team that I think's the better team.
Yeah, I got Atlanta should win this one.
I hear
Yeah,
you.
yeah. Maybe
Atlanta
after.
could definitely win that game, but the Magic should win that game.
Yeah, yeah. Wow, look at this one. I'm just talking about Thunders. The Thunders are losing to Houston.
Yeah, and Houston. Who did Houston smack up the other day? They smacked somebody else up.
Yeah,
I
they
think.
beat a big team yes, a couple of days
I think
ago.
the Suns. I think they beat the Suns the other night.
They beat the Suns. Yeah. But actually, it was a close one right on the end. And
Yeah, Jabari's playing good.
Eagles a loser team here. Friggin' Chicago.
Chicago could win that game.
Uh,
Pelicans are struggling right now.
is Zion playing or is it because he's always hurt?
Zion's playing, but Zion, honestly, Ingram's more effective on that team than Zion Williams.
Yeah. What about McCollum? McCollum's good. I mean, he's still
He's
playing.
decent. Yeah, he's decent. He's pretty decent. I mean, you know what? The Pelicans are a good team, but I think when you go coach for coach, Tom Thibodeau versus Willie Green, it's really what it comes down to and what
Mm.
they could do with their players.
Oh, you got you think that this lead is all up for I mean Murray's back this year, this game.
He's back. Oh yeah, Jamal Murray. Okay,
Right.
going up against Warriors. Ooh, that's going on right now. Yeah, I think I'm recording that.
Yeah, that's the game. That's the game I'm gonna watch right now, man. I gotta check that
Yeah,
game
I'm
out.
gonna go check that out.
Yeah.
Well, there's a
Uh,
couple other games that I'm looking at too.
okay, I don't know why. Usually Sunday, maybe around 5 games, but this Sunday, less game they got. This I mean the other game this Sunday, man.
Yeah, but
So
didn't they take an extra day rest after the All Star game?
yeah,
Yeah.
they a lot of days off, and
Because usually they used to take one day, but I think they took two this time, no?
man, I thought like four. I mean, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday,
Yeah,
Thursday.
yeah,
Yeah, from Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. It's like 3 games. It used to be two. Yeah, you're right.
yeah. So
Yeah.
maybe they gotta make up now.
What do you have to finish it off? Let's quickly go to just today. What do you have? San Antonio.
I'm gonna go with Wemby tonight, man. If
Okay.
he's playing, I'm gonna go with Wemby tonight, man.
Yeah, I think when Wemby's playing, they know that they already at the bottom of the list anyway to get top. They don't want a number one pick no more. I mean, they already got the generation talent.
Mhm. But
They're
they're
good.
due for a pick though, like a top
Yeah,
top what? Top
they,
six, top
they're gonna get it, and they're gonna get Toronto too. So
Toronto Toronto's
nice.
pick.
Yeah, they're gonna get Toronto too. Okay, so what do we have? Hornets or Trailblazers?
I think Lamelo's still out, eh?
Yeah, probably. I
Yeah,
think
I'll go with the Blazers then.
I like the Blazers. I think Blazers gonna will probably
Yeah.
win big time, right? And it's a good matchup right here, man.
Yeah, yeah, that's a good man. I hate going for the Clippers, man. I
It's
hate going for the Clippers, man.
it's
Ah, man.
mental is struggling out a little bit, eh?
Huh?
Sacramento seem like they're not really on the top level right now. They're gonna lose this one for sure.
Sacramento, eh?
But it'd be good to Sacramento to try to upset them still.
Yeah, yeah, that's what I want. But I'm wondering if what should I say? Should I say what I want, or should I say what's more likely to happen?
Uh, see what you say. I don't know. Just see what you say.
Well, I want the Kings to win, but I'm thinking that maybe if the Clippers got a full squad, they'll probably come out with that win, man. But someone's hurt on the Clippers, though. I'm pretty sure. If you
Uh,
check their depth. I'm pretty sure somebody's hurt.
Paul George day to day. Norman Powell day to day. Everybody else look like they play. Norman Powell is day to day, and Bridgington day to day.
But yeah, and it's questionable, and it's both questionable, so we have no clue.
Yeah.
If they're playing, if those two guys are playing, they got a full roster. I say the Clippers are gonna probably bag that one up.
Yeah, I'm thinking that too. Yeah,
Yeah.
that definitely Alcabas. All right, I guess that's the show for today.
All right, man. Well, probably next Sunday we'll do another one next Sunday.
Okay, all right, no problem, man. Yeah,
All
we'll
right,
talk.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.